Everyone, myself I am Dr. Lavanya, Assistant Professor in the Department of Physics, ADM College for Women, Nagapattinam. I welcome you all to this course on nanotechnology. So here we will be learning about what is nanoparticles and how we can categorize the nanostructures according to the dimensions. What is nano is good, why nano is good, why small particle is good, and also we will learn about what is surface ratio to the volume ratio and what are the approaches, that is top down and bottom up approaches to make the nanostructures. Okay, so let us see what is nanoparticle. Nanoparticle is any material having at least one dimension in the range of 1 to 100 nanometer, that is called as nanoparticle. So what is meaning for the word nano? Nano is a Greek word. It means dwarf or small. Who coined the term nanotechnology? So the term nanotechnology was coined by a scientist Norio Taniguchi in 1974. So what is nanometer is 1 billionth of meter, that is 10 to the power of minus 9. Nanotechnology is very recent development in many other applications. So first, to understand the nanoscale, let us have a nanomaterials between the macro, micro and nano. What is the comparison between the macro, micro and nano? So let us see one example of macro. The average person of height like 160 to 180 centimeter, which is equal to 2 billion nanometer. You have take another example of apple, which is the size of 8 centimeter. It is equal to 80 million nanometer. So another example of ant. So the ant size is nearly 2 centimeters. That is, it is equal to 5 million nanometer. So let us see the micro scale. Last we saw that macro scale. Now we have to see the micro scale. Here the approximate size of human hair is 80,000 nanometer and the smallest eye can see only in 10,000 nanometer. So the normal E. coli bacteria, the size of the E. coli bacteria in the range of 2 micrometer, that is equal to 2000 nanometer. So in a micrometer is 2 micrometer, in the nanoparticles is compared to 2000 nanometer. And the average size of mammalian cell in the range of 5 micrometer to it can go up to 100 micrometer. So let us see the nanoscale. Now last we have to see micro level and macro level. Now we are going to see the nanoscale compound to macro and micro. So here you can see the diameter of DNA is only 2 nanometer and the cellulose nanofibrils, which the plant leaf and everything, it is in the range of 3.5 to 100 nanometer in diameter. Yeah, and the size of hydrogen atom, which is in the range of 0.1 nanometer approximately. So we get idea about scale between this micro, macro and nano. The scale difference between the micro range, macro range and the nano scale range. Let us have another simple example to understand what is nano. So we can see the population of India is 1 billion. That is 1 billion is equal to 100 crores. That is 10 to the power of 9. So each Indian, you or me, is the nano in comparison to the total population of India. When you compare yourself with the total population of India like 100 crores, so you are also a nano. I am also a nano. So it is equal to 1 rupee in 100 crore rupees. So that is 1 rupee is a nano. So this is 1 rupee is 100 crores is a scale difference. You can understand how small is the nano and material with the small dimensions. So new physical phenomena collectively called quantum method. We can categorize the nanomaterial according to the dimensions. Here we can see the example. The first one is we have discussed about 1 dimension and 2 dimension, 3 dimensions structure. So first we discuss about the 1 dimensional nanomaterial. So here it has only one parameter, either length or breadth or height. It is in the range of nanometer. That is the one dimensional nanometer. We can see here this picture is yellow color coating. This coating in the range of nanometer thickness, just a very micro level thickness. So it is the one dimensional nanomaterial. So examples of one dimensional nanomaterial is in thin, that is thin films, thin layer and coating, thin coating. These are the one dimensional nanomaterials. Next we are going to see the two dimensional nanomaterial. Here you see the length and the breadth will be in the range of nanometer dimensions. See, the one dimension means length or breadth will calculate. Then here two dimension means length and breadth. So the simple examples are nanotubes, nanofibers and nano wires. That is the two dimensional nanomaterials. We can see here the length is also in the range of nano and the breadth and also in the range of nanometer in dimensions. These are the two dimension. Now we are going to see the three dimensional nanoparticles. It has all the nanometer, that is all the parameters like length, breadth and height, everything in the range of nanometer. So here the best examples of nanoparticles, nanoshells and nano rings are the three dimensional nanoparticles. Okay, so here the nano objects can perform very faster and it can be lighter than the bulk material. So it can get into small spaces. For example, if you having a drug, anti-cancer therapy drug, and if some of the anti-cancer drugs cannot enter into the mammalian cell because of the size. That is the main thing is size of the particles. So, but if we have the nano size material that can easily into the tumor locations, so it can easily to get a small spaces due to the small nano size. Obviously, it is very cheaper, more energy and efficient, and it will show different kind of properties at a small scale. When the size goes down, it will express the different kind of properties. So nano is very important in biomedical applications. I hope you understood what is size, what is the nanoscale size, and how we can categorize the nanoparticles according to the dimensions, and why need the nanoparticles in biomedical applications. It is a very important in our biomedical applications. Nanoparticle is cannot replace any one of the particles in biomedical applications. Thank you.